Hi guys, here's my tutorial for making these miniature 1/12 scale polymer clay leeks. I'm going to show you in a few simple steps how you can make these realistic miniatures. I always find it's a huge help having a reference of the item I'm making in front of me whilst I'm sculpting these miniatures. So I started by mixing 2 shades of green polymer clay to create the leaves of my leeks. I roll these 2 colours out really thinly, repeating for both of the green colours and making sure they're a similar size and shape. I then layer these 2 pieces up and re-roll once again, and once you have a larger piece you can repeat this process several times. By cutting and layering and re-rolling, we're creating a very thin 2-tone layered effect for the leaves of our leeks. Once completed, you should have a block that looks something like this. I use cornstarch or baby powder to smooth this out afterwards. Now taking a very sharp blade, in this case I use a single razor blade, to slice very thin layers which will form the leaves of the leek. I lay this flat and then add texture with my mini brush tool, and also add very fine lines with the blade of my knife. Don't press too hard and be careful not to cut through this at this stage. You can also trim up the sides of your leaf so you have 2 nice straight sides. So now for the body of the leek, I use a mix of white and translucent polymer clay and a series of lighter greens mixed with the translucent polymer clay too. I start by rolling my varying shades all to a similar size and thickness. You can see a reference here of the kind of colours that I've mixed to form the body of my leeks. Now it's time to layer these colours up to form a graduated effect to form the body of the leek. As you can see, I'm kind of zigzagging the polymer clay to form a ombre colour effect. Using a knife or scalpel, you want to cut pieces from this block roughly 5 to 6 millimeters in width and roll these out to form the basic shape of your leek. I also like to flatten out the end slightly to achieve the correct shape. Okay, so now back to the leaves, and repeating the same process we did earlier, you want to create 4 leaves per leek. As you can see, at the next step, I run a thin score line down the centre of the leaf, and this allows me to gently fold the leaf in half before I attach it to the body of the leek. The leaves need to alternate and overlap from side to side, and when I position these, I start to blend them in with a knife edge, and then I go in later with a smoothing tool and blend these into the body of the leek. So that's the basic shape of your leeks made with their leaves, and they should look something like this. And the next step is on to adding the roots. I used a natural wool for the roots of these leeks in a neutral colour, and I separated the fibres out to make thinner strands. I wanted the roots to look kind of fleshy and fibrous rather than dry, so I added liquid Fimo to the wool and worked this in with my fingers. You can then go back with your blade and just kind of separate some of these fibres out to create more individual roots. I then cut small pieces of this with my scalpel blade, and using a detail tool, I created a hole in the end of my leek and inserted the roots into that with a dab of liquid Fimo. So as you can see at this point, while the liquid Fimo is still soft before you bake it, you can kind of manipulate these around and create the kind of root effect that you're after. So also at this stage, it's a good opportunity to add some colour before you bake this finished piece, and I use pastel chalks, as you can see, in a range of yellows and green, and I add that to the base around the roots and also where the leaves meet the translucent body of the leek. And this really does help to add an extra layer of depth to your finished piece. So once you've finished with this colour stage, these are ready to bake in the oven, and they need about half an hour at 110 degrees C. Once baked, I add white acrylic to a white satin varnish to make a very translucent paint, and with a fine brush I add very fine line detail to the base section of each leek. So repeat the process for as many leeks as you've made, and they should look something like this once you've finished. And lastly, the final detail is to add a fresh spring green acrylic paint, which was mixed to highlight details at the tips and the edges of the leaves. I also paint a very fine line down the centre of each leaf, which adds the final finishing detail for these leeks. So there's your finished leeks. If you want to go for a freshly harvested look, you can add a dab of glue to the base of each leek and add dry tea leaves, which is a great imitation for soil. These can be displayed however you like, in crates as I've done, or baskets, or even ready for the chopping board. Well, that's it folks. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and if it's inspired you to get creative, then hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Steve Putnam Design, for future updates.